How we doing, guys? And welcome back to the Land Rover 90 rebuild. So in the last episode, you saw me remove the tub, the windows, the roof, and the doors. We've established that the doors are completely and utterly shot. The roof needs a repaint and clean. The windows are good, and the tub, to be fair, is fairly good. Engine-wise, this engine's come out of Discovery, which you saw me remove a couple of episodes ago. That's going to need a new clutch and splitting and, service and oil change. So, onto the 90. The chassis is, at best, it's a bit patchy. Obviously, battery box is ruined, but for this episode, we're going to need to carry on removing everything. So, wings are going to have to come off. Front assembly, radiator, whatever you want to call it. That's got to come off, front bumper's got to come off, seat box has got to come out, transmission tunnel has got to come out, and then everything interior-wise has got to come out, so we can then start building it on the new chassis. These wings, I've never done anything like this before, obviously. So these wings, as far as I'm aware, you've got to take this arch lining off, and up in here, there's some nuts and screws. There's a bolt on the chassis, on the bulkhead right there. There is a couple of bolts on the chassis, but I haven't found them yet. Bumper bolts. To move a bumper, you take these bolts out here. Don't know if we've got to take the windscreen out. We might have to. I don't know. Again, it's just make it up as I go along. What else did we establish last time? We're going to use the axle off the front of the Discovery. I have taken that off, but you didn't see that because that's going to need stripping along the back one, which you will see. We're going to need to take the lights off. But yeah, we're just going to have to start stripping. There's not much else to it. We're getting nearly there, and then we'll start rebuilding. So we'll crack on with the wings and then move into the interior. Let's go. wonderful day. So, next day, my phone battery, or say phone storage, ran out last night. I had 60 gigs worth of internet apps running, so that's brilliant. So, we didn't get quite to see everything what's happened, so we'll run through it quick. Basically, tub's off. No, not tub. Seat box is off. So if we just start at the front, we can explain some of what went on, because, yeah, I don't know what was going on my phone, but I couldn't get a camera and etc, etc. So, panel is off. So we took this main panel off, and the black bit of grille. These are undone by some little sort of P3 or PZ3, whatever you want to call them. And then there's some little bolts down here to take this off. And then the actual drill itself was held on by bolts here. These bolts here. So they were held on, and it holds on the top of the wing. The wings themselves was held on by a bolt down here. So I don't know what size this was. This was a little 13mm bolt. There should be a wash on the end of other end of that. And this bolt here. And then up here, there was 4 self-tapping bolts in there, which undone. One on here, which held this little sort of side panelly bit on into the bottom of the wing. 2 self-tappers here. One down in there, which you basically had to get your hand in the top of the wing behind to undo. Heater box, obviously I had to undo that bit of plastic to take it off the heater box. What else? Oh, and these little black plastic clips. So these are, I don't know if you can see, these are little plastic clips will go up in the trim, up in, where's a bit of trim? Here we go. So a bit of trim in here, so where your wheel arch fits up in there, you've got all these little holes what come around, like so. There's a bit of, there's these plastic clips in there which fit a 2.5mm punch, so I can't do it with two hands, one hand. Don't know if you can see that, but that fits on there. So that was both wings, pretty much the same on this side. You can take the wing separate off to the innard, if you see what I mean. So the innard goes like that. You can split them separately, but I didn't. I've done it all in one. And then seat box wise, obviously floor pans, we had to cut all the bolts out off in there, which you saw, because they were just all different sorts and rusted in, so I just cut them all off. There was 4 bolts along here, so there was two 10s and 2 13mm bolts running along here, which need to come out. And then vice versa around the transmission tunnel there was, I haven't assorted my bolts which I need to fix. There were some of these, so again they were little sort of PZ3 sort of self-tapping jobbies, which went round here. And then there was some along the floor base here, and then there was another bolt on the bracket here, and then there was one on that bracket there. Apart from that, I can't think of anything else. I don't think. No, it's all good. So, interior. We'll crack on and do the interior now. So steering wheel needs to come off. All the dashboard needs to come off. That one needs to come out, and then around this side. Heat box needs to come off. That's power steering, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it's power steering and clutch bases and everything. They need to come off, and then you pull the wire harness out, hopefully, and go from there. So let's crack on. So we have a stripped down Defender. So we'll run through what I've done, because some of it you've seen, some of it you haven't. So if we start around this side, we took off the heater matrix box, or the heater box, or whatever you want to call it. There's a little bit of rust forming here. The more I get into this bit, more, yeah, this might need to be replaced in here, but we've got to have a look. Windscreen, obviously, you saw me take the windscreen off. You'll see in here there is some rust. Yeah, that's going to have to be replaced, but we knew that was a little bit bad, but they do rust from the outside, or inside out. Yeah, inside out. So we stripped everything down. Again, some of it you haven't seen, purely because today is Friday or whatever. I started this on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday morning, I think. Don't get me wrong, we have been doing other stuff, but yeah. So strip down inside. The firewall is still on, but I can do that off camera. I can strip that down. All the wiring harness is now completely stripped off. There's a single input into the cab through the bulkhead there, which once we lift the bulkhead off, we can then take it out. Down here, there was 2 bolts, one there and one there, which I grinded off because they were seized. And then you saw me, there was the outrigger to bulkhead bolt, which went through there, and the nut went up into there. Yeah, we just undone that. Brake lines, had to disconnect the brake line there. And then, yeah, heater matrix pipes, and there's some, brake lines around there, which I sort of pulled away. And then around this side, all the clutch assembly. So you got throttle coming out here, which then leads onto the engine, which we obviously disconnected. And then all your all your clutch matrix. So your clutch is in there, brake is in there, clutch is down there. That's all still connected, but again, brake lines. So there was one here, which I disconnected, and there was one there. You didn't see me do this. And your steering arm, a lot of to and fro and effing and blinding and a lot of WD-40. We managed to wiggle it back. Brake reservoir, no, fuel or brake, can't remember what, fuel filter, I think, don't know. That's off the bulkhead, so we had to disconnect that. And then there was a wiring harness here, so the main wiring harness, what comes out on this side, we had to disconnect all these plugs, and take them apart. Again, your little controls for your, can't remember what they're called now, your slides on the side, your levers, had to take them out of there. And I think, apart from that, hopefully, and you had your pull cable for your bonnet, had to take that out. And then again, your outrigger to bulkhead bolt is here, and then the nut comes in here. Again, 2 bolts in there. Apart from that, steering will obviously come off. Yeah, everything's off. So now you can see by the bulkhead it is, I think, we're ready to come off, hopefully, fingers crossed. So, we'll finish up here. Next episode, we'll take this off. I need a bloody good sort out. As you can tell by the state of things, I've got parts over there, parts there, just parts everywhere. More seat box parts, dash parts, footwell parts. Yeah, so I need to take the tank off, take the bulkhead off, and literally just clean everything. Again, I can do that. Yeah, there's no point in showing you that. It's just a simple tidy up job. But yeah, the bulkhead is the biggest thing. I did think I could lift it, but I think that's a bit heavy. And then just these little side runners. These little side runners down here. There's one there and there's one nearly hanging off down there. I just need to take that off. And then bulkhead can then be stripped. So firewall and steering rack can then come off. And then I think, what else? Oh, chassis loom. Chassis loom needs to be pulled out. And then yeah, and then I think everything else is golden. So guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, yeah, I have been enjoying the views and the comments and everything, and hopefully that'll be more. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. See ya.